On tonight's episode, we talk about the new Martin Scorsese movie, Killers of the Flower Moon.
Along with other pop culture news. We finally got to see Killers of the Flower Moon on IMAX. It was spectacular. All 3 hours and 36 minutes.
Yeah, the movie is beautifully done.
Mm-hmm.
It's long, so be ready.
Yes.
Because it's long and it's how can I say, quiet.
Yeah, it's not like super action packed.
Yeah, it's not like some people
like,
were expecting or hoping. It's not Scorsese's Western. It's not it.
No.
He touches on a different type of Americans this time.
Mm-hmm.
He touches on. He did what? Irish? Was it Irish?
Yeah.
On Gangs of New York. He did Italians on Goodfellas. This one, he goes to talk about Native Americans or Indians of the tribe Osage. Osage.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes delve into this the story of these people, specifically. What's those years?
Oh shoot, like the 20s.
Yeah, it's 20s. Yeah, right after the World War.
Like right after World War One, and then through the 20s.
Yeah, so 20s, 30s. About that people, they're specifically located in Oklahoma, and about the race for oil on that place, and the fact that they own the lands and oil, so they're very rich people, but attracts all sorts of people to the area, and that's basically how the movie starts. It's beautifully done. Everybody is liking it. Critics and audiences alike, they approving it. It's an Apple movie, and Apple again knocked it out of the park. Picked come on, they picked Scorsese. It's kind of a no-brainer. So, and very successful, and for sure gonna get tons of nominations. And as I comment at the theater, it's like Apple wants to get an Oscar. Because they have this now, Martin Scorsese with Leonardo DiCaprio, with
Robert De Niro.
And besides Brendan Fraser and what's his bucket?
John Lithgow. Yeah, who just like show up. I feel like this is the kind. Actually, Foggy was in it. I can't remember the actor's name.
Was he?
Yeah, Foggy didn't even have a line. I suspect he had a line and it got cut.
Huh.
But I feel like this is the type of movie that actors were like, I don't care.
Was he? I
just
missed
let
that
me
at all.
be
I missed
in
that
it.
completely.
Yeah.
Huh, you mean Foggy from the series?
Yes.
Yeah, because the movie was Jon Favreau.
Yeah, no, that would have stuck out. No, Foggy from the.
No, I would notice that too, but I didn't notice him at all. Anyways,
I feel like it's the kind of movie. Yeah, and then Lily Gladstone.
Yeah, very talented
is the
Gladstone.
Lead. She's the everything.
Go ahead.
Well, just say everything centers around her character, and even though she doesn't have like a powerhouse name like De Niro or DiCaprio.
Oh no, she's the new girl. And what a debut. Right?
Yeah, no, for real, she held her own.
And
I could definitely see an Oscar nom.
We did see her on Billions.
Mm-hmm.
She is also a Native American on Billions.
Yeah.
But she's being used.
She's in Reservation Dogs, which is a takeaway TV series.
Oh yeah. Which we didn't see yet because she hadn't seen Reservoir Dogs.
Right.
So now she knows.
Solve that problem.
Yeah, but anyways, and she typecast much. She was Native American. She was used on Billions, and this one again. But this one is much more complex and much more well done.
Yeah.
Beautifully photographed. There's a lot of Native American talent there. I don't know if they are from the actual tribe or they are general Native Americans.
Not all, and I haven't looked into this as much as I had intended to, so my apologies. Not all were Osage, but it is all Native Americans, and they did have like a language coach, so they use a lot of the Osage language in the film. so yeah, it's something we've seen increasingly in Hollywood. I hope it continues, having natives telling native stories and portraying natives as like actual human beings and not like caricatures. As it's by no means the first time we've seen Indigenous Americans on screen, but increasingly they're getting like actual stories and like real fully fleshed out characters instead of just like kind of caricatures.
What was that show that
it's fantastic.
What was the show? The guy was cast as a dumb Indian. He was white. It was Matt Perry. Yeah, he was cast to be a dumb Indian.
That's right.
Bring the dumb Indian.
Yes.
A white guy,
yes.
a British
yeah.
played an Indian. So
no, but like that's not even that far off. There was
yeah.
in like the 60s, maybe it was the 70s. There was this anti-littering campaign, and they had
anti-what?
Like anti-littering.
Okay.
You know, like throwing trash
sure.
on the ground, right? And so they used this Native American character with like feathered headdress and this like big nose and everything. And so the thing was like him looking out over the beauty of America's wilderness and a single tear running down his face. The guy was from Sicily. Like,
the guy was Italian?
Yeah. So anyway, Leonard Nimoy actually played an Indian on an episode of
Star Trek?
No, not Star Trek. Not Mission Impossible. What was that Western? There's a Western TV show.
Bonanza,
yeah, something like that. So yeah.
Bonanza.
Yeah,
okay.
Anyway. So Hollywood has a long history of either not using natives to portray native characters and then also not giving natives like actual characters.
Yeah.
Anyway. That's a whole other spiel. This movie's phenomenal.
Yeah, really, really well done. It's one thing that I really like about the movie. It was the trailer doesn't tell you everything like some other trailers do. Mm-hmm. But even though the trailer tells you a lot, it kind of it's like, oh, it's not the way I thought. It's like the trailer might tell you a different message than the message from the movie. Once you watch, it's like, oh, okay, I thought this guy was, but
yeah.
There was. It's always nice when, the trailer doesn't tell you everything, or when it's well done to convey the message of the movie, but you're still gonna enjoy the movie for the reasons the movie was made. What else can we talk about?
Yeah, I really don't want to spoil anything because the journey he takes you on in like revealing the story and revealing who our characters really are, it's so fantastic. I don't want to take that away from anyone. Yeah. I did like, how in like true story movies at the end there would be like a little montage of like, white screen or black screen with white lettering, like so and so went on to do blah blah blah. I really like how he did that in this one, where it was he wrapped it all up with like old-timey radio show. So instead of like the words on the screen, they showed us like recording a radio show where like different characters would get up.
Yeah, decades later.
Yeah.
In the future.
No, not decades later.
That
was contemporary.
Was it contemporary what?
With the story.
Was it?
Yeah.
But he tells that this guy died some...
Oh, yeah, I guess so. It's okay, so the time the type of radio show they were recording was contemporary with the story.
I thought even the radio show was in the near future to them. It was not immediately there.
Yeah, like maybe near
I don't know.
Near future
10,
within
20,
like 10 years.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, 10, 20 years.
Oh, okay,
so it was their future. It was not the exact same moment. Because, I mean, that's what I felt. And I think he mentions that. But again, as a detail that we would have to rewatch to give you. But yeah, it is a nice way. It's kind of the way they do is a radio, true crime radio, which is like still popular, if not more popular these days with podcasts.
Yeah.
And it was kind of an interesting reference, interesting joke, or even pointing at people that believe in consume that kind of media, that movies been doing this forever, radio have been doing this forever, and hey.
And humans have been interested in this.
And it's like it's kind of about the media. It's like it's for you as much as podcasts are. It's like it's like it's telling a human story, a true story, and in this case, with visual, which gives you a bit more.
Yeah.
Also acting, because the true crime podcasts are. I would assume, I never actually listened to one, but I would assume they're more documentary style.
Yeah, I haven't listened to many, but
there's no fictionalizing.
It's
or
more like
acting.
long form journalism.
Yeah. No, it's great. You should go see it. Everything is impeccable, and just a warning, this one is violent and has little bit islands of action, but are not action like, I don't know, The Departed, that was like intense, great acting, great story. This one is more is like, I can almost say it's like for adults. People that are gonna sit and pay attention and think and reflect. Not like Iranian movies, like a piece of poop.
Yeah, it's not like an art film.
Up and down the ocean. But this one is definitely, what is R? I assume it's R, right?
I think so.
Yeah, but yeah, this one is definitely what Scorsese has been saying. For
it
months,
is cinema.
For months and not years, it's cinema. It's it's not one of those Marvel movies, that he's been criticizing. This one is,
yeah.
It's not Barbie also. And I say that, I mean, not Taylor Swift also. And I say that because in the theater we were, sometimes during the trailers, a group of six or eight girls start running out of the theater.
Yeah.
And then when they
all in like Taylor Swift shirts.
We noticed that this is Taylor Swift. So
wrong.
Very different audience.
Very different crowd.
Yeah. But it was surprisingly packed. It wasn't full. It wasn't sold out by all means.
No.
Friday nights also, there's a lot of other things to do.
It's true. And this was an IMAX screen, so it's a little bigger than most.
But it had a very, very, very good crowd. I was surprised because it's an Apple movie again. It's on streaming. So it was people that really wanted to see that went. And it was a lot. Anything else?
I think it is worth seeing in the theater because this is cinema, and I don't say that in a mocking tone. Like, it's worth seeing in a theater on a big screen, and I hope this gets nominated for a lot of awards.
Oh yeah, and it's not
like he checked a lot of the Academy boxes.
Yeah, it's not
without it feeling like it wasn't tokenist, it wasn't pandering.
Yeah,
he just he found a story, and it's very clear that he cares about the story a lot, and he told it masterfully. And this should get nominated crazy.
Yeah, definitely Academy will love it.
They should eat this up, and if they don't, they're
for good reason and for bad reasons. For good reasons, because it is a good product. It is a good movie, and the bad reasons, the whole checklist they impose for a movie to be nominated. This one checks it because it's a you know what, the irony, it actually might still not be what's it called? Eligible. Yeah, because one of the rules is LG community characters, and this one has none.
But isn't it like an or?
I think
it's not like people of color or disabilities or I don't know. I'm just making up whatever. I don't remember the criteria.
I think
I think it's or and not
as ridiculous as the rule is. I think it's and. I think the or is to have the characters like that on the story, or to have
or
people
behind the
scenes. But anyways, that remains to be seen. As Scorsese is like the Academy owes him more than anything. But the Killers of the Flower Moon, you're gonna understand what Flower Moon is like almost right in the beginning, right? They explain what it is, and you're gonna enjoy this good adult serious movie with great performances by Leonardo DiCaprio, and Robert De Niro, and many others.
And Lily Gladstone.
Available everywhere on Apple Plus streaming, in theaters. I wouldn't say everywhere, but I assume there's everywhere.
Yeah, if you can go see it on a big screen, it's well worth it. Okay, anything else about Flower Moon?
I think that's it. It's okay.
Okay, cool. We're going to have a total mood shift and talk about Taylor Swift again because she continues to just dominate in the box office. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the second weekend was not bad. 30, how much?
34 million.
34 million.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's still very successful. As we mentioned before, we went to see Killers of the Flower Moon. There was a lot of Taylor Swifties, Tay-Tays, whatever they call
Swifties.
They call themselves now. The TSs, the T's, the Tayloratics, the Swift fanatics, the Swift fans. Anyways, there was a lot of them, and
it was very cute too, watching like little girls with their moms and their friends like all together. It's like a definitely female-dominated audience, but a huge age spectrum, and you can just tell like everybody going is so excited and like having a really good time and taking away very fun memories. Regardless of what you think of Taylor Swift, this is quite the cultural phenomenon. Yeah. And she's obviously like really good at the business side of what she does and is making a lot of people very happy.
Yeah. It's also making people unhappy because she's not dating a climate change scientist.
Oh my gosh, that's right.
Olivia Wilde, the former wife of Jason Sudeikis and apparently cheated because she cheated with what's his bucket?
Styles.
Yeah, doing
and
that movie that she directed. And she directed and she basically did the couch thing with the act. Anyways.
It was so weird.
Yeah. Anyways.
I feel like it's something with like the Jada Pinkett Smith thing. It's like, you know what? I don't want to know about this.
Yeah.
You guys keep it to yourselves, please.
Yeah, but there's a whole segment of industry there's like, I just was reading about who else is coming with a memoir. I was like, who cares? I don't care about these people's memoirs. Yeah. Why? It's like they still alive. Let them die. Someone writes if it's worth it, which I still don't think most of them are not. Yeah. Well, anyways, Olivia Wilde commented about Taylor Swift because she's dating a footballer. What's his bucket?
Travis Kelce.
So she's dating this guy, and she brought a lot of. She went to see one of the games, and she brought a lot of people. A lot of people went to see the game because of her. So,
but also now a lot of her fans are paying attention to football.
Yes,
and I think it's one of the most like spectacular flexes I've ever seen. That Taylor Swift like single-handedly raised the profile of the National Football League.
Yeah,
like that's really something. That's really something.
Especially the NFL. There's because of the woke crap they've been doing is losing. Now they gain with Taylor. Anyways,
but even losing, like they're like one of the biggest entertainment whatever in the country.
Yeah. No, they have a.
And she made it better.
They own a day of the week.
Yeah.
It's them and Jesus. Anyways, but so Olivia Wilde posted something about I wish Taylor Swift would date a climate change scientist. And it was like a snob, pseudo-intellectual comment. Anyways, the fans hate it, and she felt the heat. Of course, it's like they're everywhere, you know.
Yeah, the heat of the climate changing.
I mean, the fans. I might say something, and someone might come out on this side. It's like, what did you say about Taylor?
Do we need to go outside?
Anyways, so she came and apologized, but her apology was again so pedantic, arrogant, and even worse than the comments. It's like
it was a non-apology.
Yeah, I'm sorry I said something. I didn't know so many people care about those stupid things. It's like, wow.
Yeah.
I remember there's episode of Office. Then there's Robert California. His wife shows up. And she calls Ryan Rob or Sean or something like that. And it cuts to the camera and it says B word. I was like, oh, okay. It's like when I read the Olivia Wilde thing, I was like, yeah, okay.
All right.
Anyways.
Yeah.
But yeah, moving on.
There's another video, and did you share it to the Team Retina page?
What?
The one where this kid comes up to it looks like a city council or something, and he's obviously trolling
Oh no,
them.
I didn't see it.
Oh, you didn't see it?
No.
Okay.
I was watching and reading the captions. It's like, oh, this is it's too interesting for me just to read.
Oh,
I
it's
have to
so
watch
funny.
it.
Yeah, I know you need to watch it, and you need to share it on the Team Retina page, because this kid, like, he comes up to the podium and he's like, my name is Chad, and we need Taylor Swift. Like, just go watch it. More Taylor Swift jokes.
I'll post
related
it.
to this. It's very funny.
I'll post it. You see, share and comment.
Okay, we now enter.
Or maybe I already posted.
Who knows?
Yeah.
Just go look at
Just
Team
watch.
Retina.
Look there.
Is that the Instagram handle? Is it Team Retina?
Yeah.
Retina Team?
Sure. Oh, geez. Now I can. Well, if I have to tell, because people might watch this on YouTube or on
That's right.
on what's it called?
There's so many options.
Twitter. No, not Twitter. X.
Oh.
Okay. So on Facebook we are Retina BR Retina. If you put Retina Weekly on, what's the rest? Oh geez, I should know this by memory. And I know. I'm just testing you guys.
Yep.
Okay.
I have no excuse. I don't know, and I
Okay. On Facebook is facebook.com/RetinaBR. On Instagram is Retina Team. On YouTube is Retina Brazil with S. I have to check. I have to change that. But yeah, I'll post it there. Oh, I already posted, and you should see. Yeah. If you go in the search part and put Retina Weekly or Retina, you're gonna find our logo with the black background and the red eye with fire.
Yeah.
Anyways.
Okay, we now enter a segment that's it's going to be a whole lot of bummers, but we'll end on a good note, I promise. So just hang in there. First of all, the Marvels, their long-range box office predictions aren't looking great.
Oh yeah, and that
at all.
Those numbers are based on the when they start selling tickets.
Yeah,
tickets, pre-sales tickets, and yeah, I mean again, it's not a surprise because it comes from a failed first movie with not that bad Miss Marvel show, and I mean number wise.
Yeah.
And a secondary character on a even more.
WandaVision was pretty.
Yeah, but
popular.
I'm talking about numbers. I'm not talking about. I'm talking about the quality of the show.
Yeah, but wasn't WandaVision pretty popular? Maybe.
I mean, Disney has been losing. Everything they post is being subpar and is falling. The more they put, the more they. Yeah. Anyways, so all that together, it's I don't know. And even as fans, there's stuff there that doesn't excite, because you see the bad guy. The bad guy is basically a female version of a super bad guy in the books. And so it's kind of, since it's derivative of a character that exists, and it's not a character that exists, it's derivative enough that's like, okay, so it's a female Ronan. Why not Ronan? I mean, I guess because what they question. Did. Fury doesn't excite anymore, especially after his show.
Yeah, that was a major bummer.
Yeah, and you know, the comedic elements and it's the usual Marvel, but it's the director. I'm saying this, but it's not me going completely against the movie. I already got the tickets. We're gonna go see the movie. It's a fact, because Disney fail on putting all the woke garbage they are. They losing popular opinion. They losing audiences and everything. People are canceling subscriptions and they're not going to the theaters. Also, the fail of I guess scheduling. I mean, it was a big fail because Dune would come out the same weekend.
Yeah,
they got lucky that because of the strike, Dune said, "No, we're gonna move." But it's still like I'm still not sure if beginning of November is a good time for that. But I guess they want to try to stretch that to Christmas. But if it fails, it's gonna fail way before Christmas. So there's the problem. Even the director of the movie herself admitted she knows it gonna fail, and she's already like, not my
That's
fault,
right.
not my fault. She
Yeah.
said, no, this is Kevin Feige's movie. I'm just the director.
And like, I don't blame her for saying that, because that is kind of how Feige's been running. the
Yeah,
MCU.
but it's like,
But
seriously,
still, like, ugh.
she kind of shot herself in the foot, because it's like,
Yeah.
she will never work for Disney anymore. This is a big corporation. She should just stay quiet. Also, she said, I mean, it's clear that she gave up. And she also said this, it's clear, it's obvious there is such a thing as superhero movie exhaustion.
Yeah, the superhero fatigue. Again, she's not wrong.
Yeah, but I mean, when you make something and you're trying to sell, and you're the first one not to believe, it's almost like she deserves to fail.
I mean, I don't know if she deserves to fail, but she's definitely setting herself up for it.
She made it, and she does not believe. I had this problem with some idiots film school that would put something. We put a short product, and it's like the professor would say something, or some pseudo intellectual student would say something, and they would bend. They would give up. It's like, it's your movie. Everybody should say anything bad, but you shouldn't. And we see that in Hollywood. You see people saying crap about stuff they did. It's like, that movie put food in your plate. That movie bought your house. Michael Caine is the perfect example of that. He was
people gave him grief about Jaws 3.
No, it was 2.
Oh, Jaws 2.
Yeah, he was on 3. I saw 3. I never saw 2.
Oh, okay.
And he says, I bought my mother's house or something
yeah,
like that.
I think he put a swimming pool up for college or something. He's like, man.
Gratitude, come on. It's I don't know, this time the social media, she banned, she folded, she's already giving up. So we'll see. There's not a lot of hopes for it. I mean, we might see a cameo that was like, look at that. And of course there will be a couple or a group of people, the post-credit scenes, they're gonna, yes, this movie is the best. After 2 hours, the movie probably sucked. Like what was it, Morbius?
Oh my
but people say,
I know, there was this couple in front of us who were just like eating it up. You guys, this is not.
Yeah, the movie
was good.
Yeah, the movie was off. It was over, and then the post-credit scene made
I
their
went
day.
with like low expectations and willing to just let myself have a good time on the ride and then move on with my life. And Morbius managed to even subvert that, like even fail the lowest bar I could.
Yeah.
But yeah, this couple was eating it up, and then a very weak post-credit scene. They were like, "Oh my gosh,
it's all connected." It's like, yeah, so was your elbow in your butt. I mean,
so I guess there's an audience for everything. There's an audience for everything, and I hope it makes people happy. But
well, yeah, Miss the Marvels.
I want to be wrong about this so bad.
Yeah,
I would love for this movie to be phenomenal.
Fact is, phenomenal enough. It might be good. Phenomenal? There's no way. Yeah.
Well, it's not the only bad news from Marvel. They've canceled. Is it even bad news? They've canceled production on the Wonder Man Disney Plus series. As I was saying, this is bad news. It's bad news for that team. I don't think it's bad news for us.
I laugh because not so much of the Disney films, because I really wish and hope that they could do better. Mm-hmm. We grew up with Disney, and I grew up with comic books, and I wish we could get our heroes finally on screen. And they did some good stuff, and they do some bad stuff, and I wish they could do better. But anyways, Wonder Man, is that what it's called? Wonder Man. I laugh because I can't pronounce it, the guy's name.
Yahya Abdul-Mateen.
Oh, you have it.
It's how it's spelled.
You have it?
It's right there.
Okay.
Is that how it's pronounced?
Yeah. No,
that's the best I got.
I mean, I just say I can pronounce because I forgot.
I blew your cover.
Yeah.
Oh, babe.
But yeah, I know. It was a test and she passed. So as you, if you've been attention. But
good job, everyone.
Yeah, Abdul-Mateen. I kind of laughed at the movie because he was throwing what's it called? Aquaman under the bus, like big time. It's like superhero movies are clown movies. It's like really like, treating like the garbage of the garbage. And like 2 weeks later he signs with Marvel. I was like, oh, look at that. I thought it was clown same thing, right? Ungratefulness towards the jobs you get, and you go and despise, disrespect. And yeah, he would be the star on this one, and it was canceled. But again, Marvel are canceling on bigger people. Chris Cox, not Chris Cox, Charlie Cox, Vincent D'Onofrio, and others. They decided to start from scratch on Daredevil, which is not news. They did that too with Batwoman. So the industry is going to some weird times. You know, we had COVID, and now economy is failing and getting people out of the theaters, and then strikes. This decade is gonna be it's gonna be tough on movies. Maybe next one they're gonna have some spectacular thing. But hey, there's hope. Ridley Scott and Napoleon is coming.
That's right. The trailers look fantastic. I am intrigued. The trailer, as a lover of cinema and also as a French minor who loves French history, like I'm very excited. Oh, the trailer got me. It's like Ridley Scott movies. Like you got me, and then he started the director off. Gladiator. He's like, you had me a Gladiator. Yeah, that's it. And the Gladiator and the Black Hawk Down and what else? Oh, there's so many. There are, yeah.
Anyways, Mars, The Martian.
That's right. That movie's so good.
American Gangster. Anyways, so many. But yeah.
Okay, Deadpool 3 is another victim to the ongoing actors strike. The release has been pushed to May. Oh, we don't know when it's been pushed to, but it's not in May anymore.
Yeah, it was supposed to be May 2024, and I think it's gonna be best case scenario the end of 2024. Yeah, December, November. But yeah.
Okay.
Wonder might or might not have Taylor Swift on, but you heard what we heard.
Okay.
All you heard from us.
The Afterparty was canceled by Apple.
I really liked season 1. I thought season 2 and I blame writing. I thought it was too long because it repeats the story over and over. And the way they did this time, I don't think it worked quite as well as the first time.
That's fair. I did like the twist they did on it. You know, how everybody was telling their story from through a different genre. It was fun to watch. But yeah, it didn't quite have the same grip. So I'm not mad that they let it go.
Yeah.
As fun as it was, and as much as I'd like to see, those actors work more. What's his name? Sam Richardson.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think that guy's hilarious.
Yeah. Not very smart, because during the strike he said, "There's people, this is not about money."
Oh yeah, no, it is quite literally about money. It is all about money.
Anyways. But yeah, definitely a funny guy. It was canceled by Apple. We never know. It might be picked by other company. I doubt it.
Yeah, and that's okay. But it was fun while it lasted. Definitely worth a watch. Ezra, this is non-news.
Did they not spoiler? No, not spoiler. I mean, whatever. I think it ended on a cliffhanger. No, it didn't, right? No, that was only murders.
No, it was only murders. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that one did. I'm not telling you it did. So you have to watch.
Okay. Oh yeah, Ezra Miller's finishes The Flash.
Yeah.
Groundbreaking.
Oh, is he? Because
earth-shattering.
Oh, is he? Because of James Gunn, he might be the Flash, but not the Flash that he used to be because of James Gunn's universe. The irony is that James Gunn's universe might be eaten and destroyed by Universal. Might buy Warner Brothers, DC, etc., etc. Hopefully soon.
Yeah.
Rather than later.
Okay, Best Buy is going to stop selling DVDs and Blu-rays.
Isn't that crazy?
So many things are ending.
Physical media, which is something that its archive is a source and resource, because with the PC police, woke mobs everywhere, things keep being edited. Things that
that's right.
Metaphorically speaking, 2 weeks ago were fine. In 2 weeks from now, might not be fine. And then it's canceled. It's edited. If you have physical, you can watch your family, your friends. If not, you are subordinate. You are subject to the current social ideas or pseudo ideas. Because that happens. and on one other economical aspect of this is that digital is very practical, is very good, but you don't own. It doesn't exist. Physical is physical. You have the media. You have the player. You can watch you in a bunker after a nuclear explosion. The cloud will be gone.
Yeah.
You don't own it. It's a fallacy. So it might be good for them. It might save them a lot of money. It's terrible for the consumer. And me as a consumer, I'll buy physical. If they don't sell it, I'll buy somewhere else. So they're gonna make money, but they're gonna lose money because I don't know. It might be one of a measure of the economic situation now.
Yeah, they might not have been selling enough.
Maybe, hopefully, they'll change that. But it's I think it was Australia, Disney as a corporation. Disney's gonna stop selling physical media.
Oh wow!
It's yeah. It's not good. I don't like it.
Yeah, it's kind of...
I like the combo that comes with physical media.
With a digital copy. And digital copy should be for everything. It should be like that. It should be a bonus. It should be a freebie. And if you only wants to buy the digital copy, fine. But to stuck to digital copies, we might lost. Of course, it's not going to be from night to day. They're going to be erased. Physical is not going anywhere. But imagine if everything we have is digital. Everything we don't have physicals, it's gone. And one server problem, poof, we lose. All our filmic television history. There's a lot of bad stuff, but there's a lot of spectacular stuff, masterpieces that will entertain us and teach us about life in the past. This is the nightmare of every historian. I remember the further I got in my history major, the more I thought about that and how we know so much about ancient civilizations and about our past because they literally carved it into stone or metal or carefully wrote it down. We have all these fantastic physical records. And so much of our current civilization could be wiped out in an instant. And that's not even taking into account obsolete things like cassette tapes or CD-ROMs or things like that, where you might have it, but you might not have the equipment to access it. Anyway, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, the whole universe of stories of horror story civilizations that we're never gonna know because there was no record. Imagine if we didn't have the 10 Commandments of the Declaration of Independence. So buy
physical copies, man.
Buy physical, yeah. Even if it's practical to just watch digital, physical you own, it's yours. You can watch however you want. Digital is almost doesn't exist. And they can edit it to exhaustion. There's you're gonna watch the movie. Wait, that's not the movie you watch. Anyways.
Yeah, and they look nice on your shelf. Okay, Bruce Willis. Oh, this is so sad. Some of this stuff is
wow. You have a lot of terrible news today.
I told you we have a whole section where everything is just gonna be really sad, but I put a couple bright spots at the end. We're just gonna get through this. We're almost done with the really depressing stuff. This is probably the worst. Bruce Willis is no longer totally verbal, is the phrase from a friend, because of dementia, and it's the worst.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, dementia is what took my grandfather. It was horrible watching that happen. So our thoughts and prayers for him and his family because it's just awful. Okay, here's a fun one. A quote-unquote devil's comet is headed towards Earth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did you read any details about it?
Fun thing.
Isn't that fun?
Why is it called the devil's comet?
Well,
because it has a tail.
No, all comets have tails. Apparently, it's
the
very
devil has
spiky.
tail.
It's got horns. I don't know.
Technically, all the comets are spiky too.
Maybe, I don't know.
When they look closely, because it's mostly ice and dust, and it's
yeah.
Anyway,
rock. Anyway, This one's 3 times the size of Mount Everest. It's headed towards Earth. Bit of a clickbait headline there.
Is.
Like, it's not going to collide with Earth.
Yeah,
it's going to swing by. Hopefully we can get a good view. Apparently it's supposed to be visible to the naked eye. But just that's a fun thing.
Oh, I love when I don't have to put clothes on my eye.
Yeah, isn't that great? So yeah, that's a fun one. Not apocalyptic, but it sure sounds that way. We're switching from tragic into mildly annoying. Apple has said that swiping apps closed actually is bad for your phone.
I call BS.
Or at least not great for your phone.
I call BS. It makes no sense.
It doesn't. They say that it's not good for the apps, and you should only force close an app if it's like actually crashing. But if you leave them open in the background, they're not really doing anything. And I was reading that.
Tracking you.
Yeah, I was like, that's exactly what I would say if I wanted somebody to leave open a data gathering app.
Yeah.
Either way.
And that might be the people that are buying the data say, come on, so people Apple don't want to fix that. And then they put that in, I call BS.
It sounds sketch.
Yeah.
It sounds sketch. All right, you want to talk to us about the Ruby slippers?
Ruby slippers. You hit them 3 times and said, "There's no place like home. There's no place like home. There's no place like home." And they were,
No, they were stolen.
They were stolen. That's right. They were stolen by this guy, a 76-year-old named Terry John Martin, who pled not guilty to stealing maybe the most iconic piece of movie memorabilia ever. Is expected to change his plea to guilty.
Yeah.
Because I guess he did it. And
he felt real bad.
Yeah.
It says here he had a crisis of conscience.
Yeah.
So,
well, he did steal it, so.
Yeah, he should feel guilty about that. Okay. Here in Utah, well, I guess everywhere, Halloween is fast approaching, and there's a neighborhood here in Utah that has gone all out. They did their whole street like it's all themed after the Barbie movie. So different houses.
Barbieland. Is that what they call Barbieland?
I think so. Yeah, Barbieland. It's all themed like different Barbies. So there's like weird Barbie house. Anyway, themed from different characters in the movie, different moments, different lines, and it is a crazy popular attraction. They've had to close down roads in the area.
Yeah.
To keep it organized.
Very popular. It's too many people.
Yeah.
And because it's messing traffic there and all the way to even far because lines to see. And
of course not just to see, but everybody wants to get out and take pictures. And,
that's right.
Oh, it takes forever. But the photos I've seen, these people did a great job. This seems like a very fun neighborhood.
Yeah.
So kudos to them, and hopefully all the attention doesn't like wreck their neighborhood. Okay. Do you need any new knives? New kitchen knives?
Do they have adamantium vibranium knives?
No, but Hadley and Bennet says they're going to start selling Beskar knives.
Oh, wow.
Wow, yeah.
That's unbreakable and cuts everything.
It sure does. Although I wonder if it's ethically sourced, because after the purge, you can't be too careful about where you get your Beskar from.
Yeah, right.
It could be very problematic.
Yeah. Of course not Beskar, but Hadley Bennet are doing this PR stunt fun for the. I hope it's good knives. I don't know anything about.
I don't know. They look gorgeous.
But I hope it's good knives because you buy something just because how it looks, it's shallow.
Sure. But if the good knives are pretty, I mean that's not a bad thing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Cool.
If they're good and pretty, yes.
Yeah.
Is a butt for your money? Is that how this expression goes? More butt from
more bang for your buck.
More bang for your butt.
No butts.
No butts.
It's a buck. You know, like $1 is a buck.
Yeah, like a butt is a good thing.
Well, it depends on the butt. It depends entirely on the butt.
Yeah.
We've been watching Doom Patrol, and those butts are not good things.
Yeah.
Those are weird butts.
This week was released. The new Spider-Man game was released. That's why I'm wearing a Spider-Man shirt. Spider-Man 2. I got it. I started playing it. I still have to finish a couple books before start books in between, but I'm gonna play and it looks good. as Spider-Man is a PS5, so they use the proper capabilities of the system. I have beefs with the characters. Time passed and Peter looked kind of weird.
He's slowly transmogrifying into Peter or Tom Holland.
Right.
Maybe. I almost called him Peter Holland.
So,
oh dear.
So as Miles looked like he's almost looked tougher than Peter. It's like he's a kid. He's Robin. He always will be Robin. It's I mean, maybe not always. Maybe in 500 years from now they decide to kill Peter. But that's the thing in comic books. You kill a character and he never stays dead.
Yeah.
Especially after the most iconic death of superheroes when Superman died.
Oh my god.
That was like news on, regular news.
Yeah.
It's like, in a situation in Iraq. It's like, and now Superman died.
What?
Yeah, it was like news, important news. Anyways, but Miles on this one looks, I don't know, the imbalance or the fake balance they try to create is kind of like. Anyways, I just started the game. I don't think that would change because it's a visual that they're not gonna change throughout the game because I assume not. But besides that, it looks intense. It looks fun. I'll play more and I'll bring the report in the near future.
Last but not least, Nikon announced their winners of a photomicrography contest, which is a word I just learned today. All of the photos were just spectacular. So this is, of course, micrography, like super close up, like microscope type photographs.
Why they don't call it microphotography?
That's a great question. Maybe it's because it's a regular sized camera and not a little micro camera. I don't know.
Yeah, because when I say microphotography, everybody thinks
thinks it's a very little camera.
Yeah.
Anyways, the winning photo is of the inside of a rat's eye, specifically like the tip of the optic nerve. It's so cool.
It looks very freaky. It looks crazy. Yeah. And it goes
you would never guess what it is. If they didn't say like, hey, this is a rat's optic nerve, you'd never say, oh, check out that optic nerve.
It's the things we don't know. Our science has evolved, but it's so nothing compared to the marvels of the universe and the creations of God. Because it's like Ant-Man. The smaller you get, you basically get into a different universe. So and that's besides talking about multiverse. We have so many universes in our universe. The micro, the microest you go, the things you're gonna see is cells and microorganisms, and also the bottom of the oceans. There's so many things out there.
Yeah.
And this picture you see, it's like that. The picture you probably saw on our page is the nebula. I can't remember the name of the nebula. But it's a nebula that looks like a retina. That's why it's on
that's right.
on our materials.
Yeah.
And you see this gigantic eye on the vastness of space, and at the same time you see this gigantic eye, or this gigantic universe in contraposition of that on the micro look at the cell, or in this case at the eye of a rat.
It's so cool. And how exciting, like it's one of those moments, and this is why I wanted to end with this. Like everything was kind of a bummer today, but ending with this, like how cool is it to be alive in a moment where we can see all of these things. We have the James Webb telescope showing us like the depths of outer space and like the far reaches of the universe, like we've never seen them before. And then we can see, like you said, the inside of like these glimpses into this microscopic universe that we could only barely imagine before. We get to see all of it. Yeah. We'll put it on the feeds.
Oh, maybe we already did.
Maybe we already did. You don't know.
But
the point is, it's amazing, and you need to see it and check it out.
And the better point is you should go in and buy a rat. No, don't buy. Adopt a rat.
No, well.
Yeah. And you can put him on his shoulder and do like, what's that movie called? Ratatouille.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gonna be so fun. Get rats and be happy with rats.
Okay.
And that's our moral of the story today.
That's right. Are we changing this to Team Retina?
I should.
Yeah.
But no. But yeah, it's it was good. Rats, go kiss some rats. Go have fun.
I was gonna say go take pictures. But
this was
that too.
this was our episode this week. We come back next week with more Pop Culture News Entertainment. May the force be with you.
Live long and prosper.
Bye.
Bye.